Social reformation. To reform and improve a corrupt society and amend what is defective. Whether or not we as a society can decide whether reformation is a vital necessity, social class and racial inequality have raised controversy and particular relevance with the recent election. When will social class cease to be a form of measurement of individual capability, and when will inequality of the colors be but a pastime? Are we embedded at birth, or are we taught and molded at growth? The subconscious evaluation of another culture with preconceptions and stereotypes based on your own that are below you or at a lesser value is the practice of ethnocentrism. To apply this to modern day, our recent election is a perfect scenario in which controversy has risen over just how big a role ethnocentrism played in the events. Penn State journalist Joseph Patterson writes, such topics as building a wall at the Mexican border, taxing companies for moving businesses overseas, and creating a Muslim database served as strong messages to sway opinions and votes. And the choice of these topics for use on the campaign trail could be seen as driving an agenda on an ethnocentric platform. These stereotypical ideas, such as Muslim terrorists, criminal Hispanics, and white supremacists, are all examples of racial inequality based on stereotypes. Ethnocentrism has not only affected a skyrocket in Republican support in America, but maybe even giving them the ability to actually take it into a physical manner out into the real world. August 2017, a world-scale event took place in Charlottesville with said motives of racism and a movement led by white supremacists. A young man by the name of DeAndre Harris was beaten with a metal pipe and wooden boards by at least 6 men inside a parking garage at the Unite the Right rally. The handling of the situation following the events infuriated the public when right-wing critics audaciously portrayed Harris as the instigator and the assailants as the victims. This spurred controversy to blame the color of Harris's skin for not only the abuse but the assigning of political labels amongst the civilians involved. Just how effective would his social status have been in preventing the events? Do you think the men would have inflicted the same abuse on a man of color with money and reputation? Will Smith? How about Obama? The line that divides us from fame and us from homeless is not distance, it's not age, gender, sometimes not even color. The line that lies between financial levels and who knows who. We stratify ourselves based on occupation, income, wealth, and status. It is a strong social belief that the wealthy or more known meet the criteria for quote-unquote success. Therefore, we deservingly are categorized with the prestige, almost categorizing beating human hearts as brands of cereal on the shelves at the grocery store. Your social class paves a very almost concrete path in your life for your journey, though it has never been impossible to shove yourself a trail off track. You may not see a black man getting beaten in the parking garage, or catch yourself making a comparison between you and the Muslim customer at work. So where does this exist in your life? At the store, at the mall, even in your neighborhood, differences in wealth, power, and status exist. Social stratification is a real and very much alive aspect of our culture. The commitment of ethnocentric presumptions and discrimination built off a platform of prestige and social class is a part of our everyday lives. Did you walk past a homeless man a little further than usual, or clutch your purse a little tighter as the group of African American teenage boys stood behind you in line at the grocery store? Whether reform is needed or not, recognition and information of all aspects of the world should be delivered so that not a corner of the world remains in the shadows without the shedding of light.